The World Bank Group has commended Ghana for considerable strides in economic and social progress in the past 30 years, saying it achieved middle-income status in 2011 because of strong, sustained economic growth, averaging over 5% since the early 1990s. This is coming after a recently discussed a new 5-year country partnership framework for Ghana. As a result, the World Bank Group will commit $4.5 billion to support Ghana's economy over a 5-year period. The SPF was prepared jointly by the World Bank, the International Finance Corporation, and the Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. It is aligned with Ghana's coordinated program of economic and social development policies and will support the government in creating a competitive environment for the private sector to flourish. Well, we're joined via Zoom by Chief Finance Officer at the Valley View University, Dr. William Supra, on this development. Doc, grateful that you could join us. This is good news, is it not?
Yes, good afternoon. This is a very good news coming at this time. At the country, we need money. And this money is coming in at a very important time for us. In fact, the partners who put up this together noted that the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on Ghana has been very dire, and which we have been discussing this in a very long time. And as a country, we need this money. And if you look at the focus of where these funds will be invested, the most important thing to me, the two of them, is quality job creation. And then also the second one to me is the issue of making sure that private sector gets some funds to be able to operate. Though the fund talked about other areas that they were going to invest. So this is coming at the right time for us as a country, and it's going to solve a lot of issues. If you look at the amount of money mentioned, the 4.5 billion, and look at the revenues government wants to generate for e-levy, which is about $1 million. This one is coming in to cushion us as a country. So it is very, very important that our partners have assessed our situation and have come together to join Ghana to be able to address the economic challenges in the country.
But Dr. Pepra, you take a look at the World Bank report, you look at the progress that Ghana has made, and you juxtapose that against the impact on the real sector and livelihood of people. Is there really a link here?
I mean, Ghana is there's a kind of disconnect in the real impact assessment. Evenly, we can't say that we have achieved that 5% across all regions. And we know the upper west, upper east mostly are more deprived, especially the northern part. But if you come to the southern part, you will see the impact of this 5%. So on the whole, as a country, World Bank assesses us on a 5% average development. But if we drill down to the individual regions, and we will see that there is that kind of disparity.
What do you also make? All right. What do you also make of the $4.5 billion country partnership framework program from the World Bank?
Yeah, it has come at a very good time. We see COVID impact in our situation. As we have felt, a lot of people lost their jobs, and this fund, majority of them will be going into private sector to create employment opportunities, to create quality jobs. When you talk about quality jobs, people having sustainable jobs, not the one that are linked with construction and the rest, which is just for 6 months or 1 year. But this is long-term jobs. This 4.5 billion is coming in at a very good time. If government is able to draw down even $1 billion in 2022, it will do a lot of work for government. So I think that the minister must draw to his partners and be able to get in this funding to help cushion the economy.
All right, Dr. Pepra, we're grateful for your analysis. But before you leave, of course, we're having this discussion, amid tensions globally. We're looking at the Ukraine-Russia, tensions there, which of course is having some impact on global oil prices as well as inflationary rates world over. Help us situate the situation, I mean, the current matter in Ghana proper, looking at the impact on inflation, the cost of living, and the overall growth of our country.
I mean, Russia is known for oil production. So if they decide to slow down in terms of energy production, let me put it in the bigger perspective, we are going to see a high rocket price in our energy sector, which will trickle down to us in Ghana to increase our fuel prices. You know, we are doing the deregulation. So government will not have the right to intervene unless government decides to remove the taxes. So this is going to affect us. In terms of also commerce and movement, you know, where Russia is positioned, sometimes our vessels pass through some of their water bodies, and if they are disturbed, it's going to affect us getting some goods to come in as a country. We may also see freight prices going up because vessels will have to divert their routes to come in. And also it's going to affect our military plan, because we know that Ghana sometimes buy a lot of military equipment from Russia. We use some of their airlines and getting maintenance. Their focus will be on the war. So this is going to affect us. If China decides to back Russia, then our situation will be worse, because there will be a shortage, because they will come together to form a strong partnership to fight what the West is bringing onto them of these sanctions. So it's not going to be a good news. Businesses are going to be affected. American economy will be shifting their attention from growing their economy, but to go into war, and which is going to affect the entire economy. And Ghana, we will not be left out. So this situation is not good news at this moment, and because Russia is a big player in the world, and if there's any issue of conflict, the whole economy, the global economy, we are going to suffer. We also see currencies also having an issue. Already we have inflation in US, Ghana, and Europe, and the rest. So some European countries rely on Russia for business. So if Russia also decides to shut down their economy to some European countries, then the whole system, global system of finance, you are going to see some major impact. Also, people will also take the advantage in terms of illicit money transfer to use this to do a lot of illegal transactions. When normally wars comes, that is what those who focus on illegal money transfers like.
All right.
This is also good impact. You know, Ghana, just recently that we were taken out of this flow of illegal flow of funds.
Exactly.
So probably don't take care, we will also suffer from that effect. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pepra. He's an economist and, of course, the Chief Finance Officer with the Valley View University, helping us with his own understanding of global issues and its impact here in Ghana.